So hi everyone, I'm Jai, and today we are going to see why buffer is used as input port and latch is used as output port. This is a block diagram of input interfacing. If you want to interface any input device, you have to draw this figure. You require one decoder to which address bus is connected. The output of the decoder goes to the one gate, and in the another input of gate, the input output read control signal is connected. The output of the gate is connected to buffer. You can see that at the one side of buffer, the data bus from the microprocessor is connected, and to the another side of the buffer, we will connect some input device. Now let's see the block diagram of interfacing for output device. You can see that to interface output device, the block diagram almost remains the same, but the only difference is that the port is changed. For the input device, the port was buffer. For the output device, port is latch. And the control signal also changes. So for the input device, we saw that the control signal was input output read, but now the control signal is input output write. Now let's see one example to interface output device. You can see that in the figure, to the another side of port we have connected LEDs, and LEDs are connected in the common cathode configuration. Now what is the meaning of common cathode configuration? Common cathode configuration means the cathode part of the LEDs are connected together. So you can see that the cathode part of the LED is connected to the ground, but the anode part of the LED is not connected together. The anode part is connected separately to the one side of the port. Now let's see how to glow all the LEDs. To glow all the LEDs, you have to write one program. So the program goes like MVI A FFH and out ETH. What is the meaning of MVI A FFH? It means the FFH data will be stored in the accumulator. Out ATH, it means the data in the accumulator will be transferred to the port and to the LED. Now because the LED is connected in the common cathode configuration, whenever we send one to the LED, this LED will glow. So if you convert FFH into binary, you will get all ones. And if you send all ones to 8 LEDs which is connected to the port, all this LED will glow. So when this program is executed, all the LED will glow. Now because we have used latch as output port, this LED will keep glowing. Why? Because whenever we send any data to the latch will store that data until we reset the data. So when we send any data to the latch, all the data will be stored in the latch, and latch will keep sending one to the LED. So LED will keep glowing. So what happens when we use buffer? If we use buffer instead of latch, the LED will glow and turn off in fraction of time. So if we use buffer, we will not see that when the LED is glow and it will turn off. It will glow, it will turn on and turn off in fraction of time that we are not able to see. Because what buffer do is buffer just pass the data. So if we want to interface any output data, we will use latch because we want to keep glowing all the LEDs. Now let's see why we are using buffer as input port. Now you can see that in the another side of the port, switch are connected. And you can see that the switch is connected to 5 volt and to the buffer. So to read the status of the switch, we have to write the instruction in 90H. 90H, it is the address of the input port, and when you write in 90H, the status of the switch will be transferred to the accumulator. Now you can see that depending on the status of switch, either it is on or off, we are going to receive continuously high or low signal. So if the switch is closed, we are going to receive 5 volt, it means 1 bit. If the switch is open, we are going to receive 0 volt, it means 0 bit. So depending on the status of the switch, we are going to receive some data. Now you can see that depending on the status of the switch, we are continuously receiving data. So it means in this case, we are not required to use latch. Because we are continuously receiving data, latch is only needed when data is received in the fraction of time and data is gone. But in this case, we are receiving continuous data. It means we cannot use latch. Using latch is totally unnecessary. So in this case, we are going to use the buffer. So buffer will pass the data to the data bus, and data will be transferred to data bus to microprocessor, and from the data bus in the microprocessor accumulator we will get the data. So this is the reason why we are using latch as output device and buffer as input device. And this is it for this session. If you still have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much.